Hello.
Are y'all ready?
Yes.
All right, cool.
And welcome back to the bench. What it do? All right, so the All Star Reserves came out this week.
So I think after all the extra additions, I think it's the first time in a while that everyone that made it deserved it, and everyone that didn't, it's either like, it's not like, damn, he should definitely be on it. It's more like he deserves it, but like everyone else like deserved it more. That's how even if you guys want to talk about it, even with Bam, that's how I feel. I love Bam.
Deserved that
over who?
For Sabonis.
You're tripping.
Nah, Sabonis.
You're tripping.
He's a monster.
I'm glad Sabonis got picked like towards the end because he definitely deserved it. They're well, not anymore.
Yeah, everybody deserves it, man. Honestly.
Well, he's
even
balling.
My dog Zach LaVine.
He's averaging 20. I think it was like 24, 11, and 5. That's insane.
It's not my turn.
No, I'm just saying.
Devin Booker should have definitely made it over Chris Paul. Chris Paul is a big name.
I don't think
they can't keep Chris Paul out of the All-Star game, so that's why he made it over Devin Booker.
I don't think so.
But Devin Booker is definitely the reason that team.
No.
Nah, it's Chris Paul.
It's Chris Paul.
I think it's Chris.
Yeah, Chris Paul.
Because he's had a lot to do with
I heard
Aiden.
something very interesting on the Mismatch podcast. The way Kevin O'Connor explained it was this team is successful because it is a Chris Paul team. If this was a Devin Booker team featuring Chris Paul, it'd be like the Houston situation. And Devin Booker is not James Harden. But since it is a Chris Paul team featuring a Devin Booker, it is a really successful team.
I agree with that. I didn't hear that before.
That's
but I
so
agree
dope.
with that.
That's how you know Chris Paul. He makes a big impact on any team he plays for.
100%.
That's.
I mean, just look at your OKC last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sabonis averaging right now 22, 11.5, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Well, half a block, I guess. Really good.
I know. The downfall of Bam would be his counting stats, but I mean, we all know he's made an improvement this year, and it's hard to say like.
Got a midi this year.
He was in last year. He got better, but he's not in this year. And I think that's the case with a lot of other All-Stars.
No.
Year.
Yo, report. So Jimmy Butler was chosen to be an All-Star, but refused to attend game without Bam. What? That's live. I'm sorry.
How does that work?
Damn.
Who said that? Heat Nation rumors.
Hey, it's NBA Central, man. I trust NBA Central.
I know NBA Central is pretty good, but HeatNation.com. I don't know, bro.
is the gif of KD.
The NBA comments are so funny.
Wow.
Yeah, focused. So I mean, if any one of our All-Stars did deserve it, it probably would be Bam. Even though Jimmy's obviously, I think Jimmy Butler is better, but he just wasn't available.
I guess, but like the games Jimmy's played is showing that he's our most important player. I feel like.
Oh, 100%. He definitely is the glue that keeps this whole team together. The same way Chris Paul
he pushes everything
together the Suns, and why it's a Jimmy Butler team featuring Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, like if I'm looking at it, like let's just say the Heat were to face the Suns. If Booker was out, I'd be like it'll be harder to win than if Paul is out. That makes sense
for the Suns. Yeah,
for the Suns, exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't think that's true.
I think it's true.
Like because you have to deal with Booker regardless. But I feel like with Chris Paul, you have to worry about Chris Paul and what he does for others. Yeah. Especially Aiden.
Chris Paul has like this fundamental identity where everybody in his team has to be sound. They have to make sound decisions. And that's like his biggest pet peeve, right? That's why I feel like all the teams he's on defensively are always at least good.
In sync.
Right? And that's why like I picked up Mikal Bridges because Chris Paul was on his team for my fantasy team. Because like I knew that Mikal Bridges can scratch his knee without bending over. And if Chris Paul uses that, like he's going to be a defensive monster. And he has been. He's been really good defensively. Obviously, there's a Jay Crowder edition that you can see on our very own Miami Heat. He was integral to our finals run. So I think Jay Crowder has part to play in that Suns team as well.
How far do you think they can make in the playoffs?
Devin Booker is going to replace Anthony Davis, though. That's confirmed.
What? I got a question.
Devin Booker replacing Anthony Davis.
I got a question, though.
So you got it anyway.
How far do you think the Suns can make playoffs, this team?
Decently far. I think they can make it to the second round. They can put up a fight in the first round. I think so. The same way OKC did.
Yeah, it's just about matchups, right?
Yeah. 100%.
Like, who would they have to, like, if they face...
The one thing that's crazy to me is that they did choose...
Denver.
They did choose Devin Booker over DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan's having the best year of his career.
Yeah, no one's talking about that.
And the Spurs are 4th seed.
No one's talking about that.
Yeah,
right.
I saw a report
because it's the Spurs and they're boring.
They're having LaMarcus Aldridge and DeRozan
on the trade block.
Why though? I feel like not anymore. I feel like now they're like, wait, let's see what we have. Because if they're 4th seed, I don't.
Yeah, I saw that rumor too.
You think they would do it?
Because they're looking toward the future. I don't think they care. Most of their core is young.
But the thing is, if you're 4th seed, you're not blowing your team. I feel like especially if they have like a 3-4 game lead for 4th seed. Let's just say.
What are
I
they
don't
gonna
think
do
you
with
blow
that
your.
team? They're not going
Yeah,
anywhere.
They're not going anywhere.
I mean,
with
but
that
if
team.
you're the 4th seed, you have to force yourself to like all right, we
They're not
don't
gonna
look at
trade-
the Pacers and be like, well, they're not winning shit. They should just blow it up, even though they're just so constantly good.
But they're on the right track, right? The Spurs are in between two places. They're not gonna they're not gonna trade their boat to have their leading guy be DeMar DeRozan, and LaMarcus Aldridge, like, he's not good anymore. Like, he's decent. Like, LaMarcus Aldridge is not the LA we've grown to
Portland,
love.
LA.
Yeah, you know, like, they're not gonna trade their boat on the backs of those two guys.
Yeah, I see him in the same light as like Horford now.
Marcus Aldridge?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, like being that kind of big that like he'll definitely help a team, but
he makes a difference.
he won't be the second best player on a team.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Sadly, because I
He's
used
a
to
good
love
player
LA.
on a great team, but a bad player on a bad team.
Say that again.
He's a good player on a great team, but a bad player on a bad team.
I don't know about bad player, but
Like,
because he's still
the same
solid.
way Draymond is a really good
With Curry?
with Curry and Clay, but it's something that only Draymond can do in that position.
Okay,
Other than, like, you know, LeBron James, but, you know, like,
I get you. Yeah, like
he's a good player, but he obviously has to have the right pieces around him. But no, exactly. At the Spurs, I feel like
Guess I
DeMar
got
DeRozan,
19
poor guy,
assists.
didn't get in. But yeah, it's like, honestly, who do you take over him, right? It's the same thing between Julius Randle, Sabonis, and Bam, I guess, right?
Mhm.
Like, it's just like someone's gonna be a loser.
Why is Simmons on the bench?
Yeah, I was just about to
Why
say
do you
that.
whisper?
I was just about to say
yelled
that.
that.
you did
I
not
was
yell
just
that.
about to say that.
Why is Simmons on the All-Star game?
I was just about to say that.
I think he deserved it.
He did not deserve it.
He
Not over
sh-
Bam.
he
Not over
said-
Sabonis. not
Look,
over
there's
any
less
of-
games this year,
It's just
right?
because they're first seed.
There's less games this year, so every 4 or 5 games, we're like swinging our opinions the other way.
He went
So
off
a
in
month ago,
February.
I would have agreed with you. It was a toss up between Tobias Harris and Ben Simmons as the second best player on that team. But I swear to God,
This month,
Ben Simmons heard that and he had a crazy month.
He
He heard the votes were coming in. He's like, all right, I got to tighten up,
let me
bro.
pull up the stats.
He really, his last month was insane.
Ben Simmons last month was looking a little like, drum roll please,
I don't care what it looks like.
16.
not good.
Yo, chill out. It was 20 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, a steal and a half, and a block and a half with only 2 turnovers on 61%.
So
field
LaMelo
goal.
should
That's
be
crazy.
All-Star?
What?
Are you seriously comparing Ben Simmons and LaMelo
You just
Ball
said
right now?
his stats were
Okay, now do you want to bring up his defense?
28
What, the
and
defense
8.
he's played this year?
28.
Do you want to bring up the defense?
Wow, LaMelo had like
Do you want to? Or you want to talk about LaMelo's defense?
1966.
Do you want to talk about LaMelo's defense? Huh?
Simmons is a great defender.
A great a really great defender.
Probably
A
one of the-
defensive player of the year candidate.
Yeah.
probably one
And
of the
what
best
is LaMelo?
in the league.
20-year-old that Curry babies. Now think about that. And LaMelo 6'8".
19 years old.
Okay, he's still getting
What's his
babied.
case? What case are you making here?
I'm not making a case. It's just I don't think Ben Simmons deserves to be All-Star over Bam Adebayo or Sabonis.
Well, we look at Bam stats; they're not much better, bro.
What? Like,
He's
what are you
impactful
on?
to the game?
And what is Simmons?
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Simmons had a 40-point game with all of his shots being next to the hoop.
That's crazy.
Gobert was guarding him. He just blows by. I don't know why they had
Bro,
that.
Gobert was the defensive player of the year last
Okay,
year,
he's the guard.
and it's not like
Why is
he's
the center
It's
guarding
not
the
like he's
guard?
shooting. All right, you really think Ben Simmons is a traditional guard, bro? He's 6'10". Rudy
11.
Gobert guarding him is not that big a deal. Yeah, he's like 6'11" now.
That's crazy. That's insane. A 6'11" point guard.
Why are you mad about him?
Yeah, who do you want? You want Mitchell to guard him? Donovan? Yeah. he
Yeah.
wants-
Okay.
Yo, this man.
No. He wants Mike Conley to
Clark.
guard him.
Oh god. Oh no, that's locks.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Like, he's
Bam is
so
averaging what, 16 and 10?
He's averaging 19,
He's averaging 20 with 10 with 5
5.5
assists.
assists,
with a steal and a block.
That's crazy.
bro. And
That's insane. He doesn't even.
That's the other thing though.
He doesn't even have to
considered
shoot.
a center.
yeah,
He wants his guard is a guard.
when the votes were due, we were 10th in the East.
Because that was my
the
same
part.
argument. So I was like, damn, why the hell are they starting Tatum if you have Harding on the bench? But it was because Tatum is his forward and KD was a forward.
That's insane.
Like how they took out KD.
Yeah, because
Same thing. Like that's how-
Yo, he doesn't even have to shoot not one single jump shot.
No,
Ben?
he doesn't have to. Yeah,
He doesn't.
40 points. That showed me what a team where Ben Simmons leading could do, bro.
That's
They
how
did
effective
Ben
he is.
and shooters was like, oh
You know,
my god, bro.
That showed me what I was talking about like for the past month, how I think Philly can actually get out the East. Because if you have a dominant center and a guard full of shooters, that's the goal. And you have Doc that he's finally like figuring them out. Because we also forget Brett Brown was there all those
Yeah.
years, and then
Yeah.
look at the difference of Doc coaching it.
That's
Like
insane.
you see it. Like,
You don't gotta shoot now.
like
one
if you watch
jumper.
the like
Not even one.
Philly games, that they play way different
I love
with
Ben
shooters
Simmons.
and like.
My bad.
No, I'm finished.
I love Ben Simmons' game.
I just wish he could shoot.
You don't have to though.
I know.
Yeah, because I feel like what happens a lot is like everyone always just try like because we're so used to seeing LeBron and we know how great he is. Everyone wants to make their player like LeBron, so everyone just picks apart everyone's game.
Yeah. LeBron's a prototypical basketball player. That
exactly. Like Simmons is missing the shooting, but why is he missing it? Because everyone's saying that like if he has it, he's LeBron. Same thing with Giannis. Like we all just say that like if that player is missing this and this, they'll be LeBron. Like it's always like
we're
like you're always trying to build exactly.
Trying to build the perfect player
while they're becoming perfect at what they do really good. Defense, passing, rebounding, and inside scoring. Simmons is starting to become elite at all of those. But just because he can't shoot, he's just trash.
Why would you become good at everything when you could be great at a couple things?
You ever heard the terminology?
He just has to finish. Because he doesn't need to be a great shooter when you have Tobias Harris, Steph Curry, Danny Green in one team. He doesn't need to be Curry.
That's like the same
does that mean that he shouldn't ever develop a jump shot?
For Giannis?
Obviously.
Same argument with
he should though.
Giannis shoots 4 threes a game, bro.
But the big difference is that Embiid, he hasn't beat. I feel like Giannis doesn't have like as good as Middleton is. I'm not sold on Middleton being that second player to win them the champion.
But honestly, that's
just me though.
Simmons do need to get a jump shot though. Like,
like he needs to be able to pull up midi. At least.
But you got to keep the defense.
But he's shooting threes now. That's the thing.
He does have the turnaround one.
He does have a nice.
We talk about Philly so much, bro. They're such like a specimen team, right? Like they're so fun.
I don't believe in them.
That's it.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you guys coming around for another episode of The Bench. Thank you guys. Drop a comment. Please make sure to drop a like. Please make sure to subscribe. This has been Mac,
Martin,
Camilo,
and
Jason. What's good?
And we appreciate you. See you again next week.
Much love.
Bye-bye.